Other senses like touch, pain, balance, taste, and smell, all tested in the psychological, social, and biological foundation section of the MCAT. These senses reveal how the body collects, filters, and interprets information, not just through the eyes and ears, but through the entire nervous system. Let's break down the key ones the MCAT expects you to know. Somatosensation, the sense of touch. Somatosensation includes pressure, temperature, pain, and proprioception. Touch receptors in the skin detect pressure and vibration. Thermoreceptors detect heat and cold, and nociceptors detect pain. Proprioceptors give you an internal map of your body, helping you know where your limbs are even with your eyes closed. Pain perception, the body's alarm system. Pain protects you by signaling tissue damage or danger. But perception isn't purely physical, it's shaped by psychology too. Your pain threshold is the minimum stimulus that triggers pain, while pain tolerance is how much you can handle. That's why emotion, focus, and fatigue can all change how pain feels. Gate control theory, the pain filter. According to this theory, a gate in the spinal cord can block or allow pain signals to reach the brain. When you rub an injury, you activate non-painful touch fibers that close the gate, reducing the pain signal. The same logic applies when distraction or emotion changes how strongly pain is perceived. The brain can literally modulate its own input. Taste, gustation, the 5 flavors. Taste buds detect 5 main types of taste: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami, savory. Each taste receptor cell responds to specific molecules, sending signals through cranial nerves to the brain. The MCAT often connects this to chemical signaling, since taste is all about molecule receptor interactions. Smell, olfaction, the direct route to the brain. Olfactory receptors in the nasal cavity detect odor molecules and send signals directly to the olfactory bulb, bypassing the thalamus. That's what makes smell so unique, and why it's tightly linked to memory and emotion. Chemical senses. Interaction. Taste plus smell equals flavor. Taste and smell combine to create the full experience of flavor. That's why food tastes bland when you have a cold. Without olfaction, your brain only gets half the data. The MCAT may test this integration to highlight how multiple sensory inputs merge into one perception. Kinesthetic sense, awareness of movement. The kinesthetic or proprioceptive sense tells you where your body is in space. Proprioceptors in muscles and joints constantly send position feedback to the brain. This is how you can touch your nose in the dark. It's all about internal spatial awareness. Vestibular sense, the balance system. The vestibular system, located in the inner ear, detects movement and maintains balance. The semicircular canals sense rotational motion, while the otolith organs detect linear acceleration. When these signals are off, like during motion sickness, your brain gets conflicting information about movement and orientation. These other senses show how much more perception involves than just sight and sound. The MCAT wants you to know not only what each sense does, but how they work together to create a unified experience of the world. With that said, here are just a few of our student success stories, students who improved their scores and even got into medical school. If you're preparing for the MCAT, click the link below to get started with your own preparation. We specialize in helping students reach a 15-plus score guarantee, and we'd love to help you too. And don't forget, subscribe to our channel for more MCAT breakdowns like this, and follow us on Instagram for extra tips and resources.